An ad hoc view in Jaspersoft is a flexible and customizable platform for interacting with data from a domain. Using an ad hoc view, it is possible to create various types of reports, including tables, crosstabs, and charts. The Sys Reports team creates domains, which pull a subset of data from the Banner database, much as a chef might select specific ingredients from the storeroom to prepare a set of recipes. Using the same domain, a user can create many ad hoc views, slicing and dicing the data in different ways and saving those views for reuse. Ad hoc views prepare the ingredients, but still give users the freedom to modify the ad hoc view by adding and removing columns, changing column order or label, adding totals, creating calculated fields, or adding filters, all without impacting the integrity of the data source. From the ad hoc view, users may also create their own reports. Less frequently, the Sys Reports team may create a report, essentially a ready-to-eat meal for a client. We'll cover creating your own ad hoc views in a later video, but for now, let's take a look at an existing ad hoc view by going to View, Repository. Regardless of whether your ad hoc view is in the public folder or in your own organizational folder, it should be stored in the ad hoc components subfolder. Ad hoc views should always begin with VW underscore in the name. Once you've identified the ad hoc view you'd like to open, just click on the linked title. When you open an ad hoc view, you'll notice there are a few distinct sections: the data selection panel on the left, the toolbar at the top, the layout band, the report canvas, and the filter controls. The data selection panel on the left houses the data source, the fields, and any measures. If you want to change your data source to a different domain, or add additional fields from the current domain to the ad hoc view, go up to the paper icon. You can choose a different data source by selecting Change Source. The Select Data dialog box will open, showing you domains available to your role. If you need assistance with a domain, please contact the Sys Reports team. An ad hoc view may contain only a small subset of the fields available in its source domain. To add additional fields that exist in the domain to the ad hoc view, go to the paper icon and choose Select Fields. When the Select Fields dialog box opens, you can move any of the available fields over to Selected Fields to add them to the ad hoc view. Just click on the field, and then click on the arrow to move it over to Selected Fields. Click OK to save your changes and add the new fields to the ad hoc view. The available fields, including any that you've recently added, are located underneath the data source. Fields are used as columns on an ad hoc view or report, and they are text type fields. However, it is possible to create calculated fields by going up to the paper icon and clicking Create Calculated Field. Once the dialog box opens, you can create a calculated field. If you need assistance creating a calculated field, click on the link in the video description below to access step-by-step instructions. You can also elect to use a field as a measure by right-clicking on the field and choosing Use as Measure. These numeric fields are also used as columns. Most number fields, like the student PITM, default to a measure, so if you don't see the field you're looking for, be sure to check for it under Measures. It is also possible to create calculated measures. To add fields or measures to the ad hoc view, simply drag and drop the desired field into the layout band. Alternatively, you can right-click on the field and select Add as a Column. If filters have been added to the ad hoc view, you'll see the filter controls on the right-hand side of the screen. If filters do not appear, none have been created yet. If you'd like to add a filter, just right-click on the field. Choose Create Filter. For a complete guide to using filters, check out our training video, Adding Filters to an Ad Hoc View. Let's take a look at some of the options available under the toolbar. Selecting the appropriate data type is an important part of creating or editing an ad hoc view. Sample data is useful as you're building or editing the view because sample data will update and display in the report canvas as you make changes, enabling you to verify that you're pulling the correct data for your needs. At the same time, sample data will improve performance since Jaspersoft is not pulling the full dataset each time you make a change. Due to the performance impact of using full data while building or customizing an ad hoc view, you should only use full data once you're ready to actually run your report or view. While choosing no data will enhance performance, it may be difficult to verify whether or not you are pulling the correct information, since data will not appear in the report canvas as you adjust the view. It's important to ensure that you're selecting the right type of report. You have 3 choices in the ad hoc editor. What you see on screen is an example of the most common report, a table report. You can also create various chart reports. And you can alter the type or the format of your chart report by going to the cog icon. Or you can create crosstab reports, which show aggregate data for 2 or more variables. You can also set the sort order in the toolbar by clicking on the A to Z button. When the Sort dialog box opens, you can select and arrange your sort criteria. You'll find other valuable tools in the toolbar, like the Export button, where you can choose to export the ad hoc view as a PDF, Excel, or other file type. To save your ad hoc view, go to the floppy disk icon. If you're customizing an ad hoc view that's in the public folder, you'll need to choose Save Ad Hoc View As and save it into your own organizational folder. If the ad hoc view is already in your own org folder, you can simply save the ad hoc view, or choose Save Ad Hoc View and Create Report if you'd like to create a report based off your ad hoc view. You can find more information about ad hoc views on the reports website at reports.sys.yale.edu.